The behavior reports are meant to help you understand what is happening on your website and identify potential problems, fix them, and ultimately improve the user experience on your website to lead to better conversions. The most common metrics that I will recommend you focus on are your bounce rate and your exit rate. These metrics help you to identify pages that might need some improvement. If you find that some important or popular pages have a poor bounce rate or exit rate on your website, what might be the cause of this? The first cause could be due to a slow loading page. As we have discussed earlier, people tend to be impatient and leave a page if it isn't loading fast enough. The next problem could be an irrelevant page content. This can mean that people either couldn't find what they were looking for on the page, which leads to them leaving, or that the content isn't engaging enough. Another problem could also be that there are no calls to actions on the page. A CTA is meant to direct visitors to the next action you want them to take. If your CTA doesn't stand out or catch their attention, people will tend to leave as well. This list isn't exhaustive, but these are generally the common reasons why people will leave your page. So how can you overcome these problems? If speed is the issue, you could make some technical updates to improve your page speed. If content is the issue, you might have to do a bit of research and find out what you could do to increase the relevancy of your content to your audience. If there is a lack of call to actions on your page, there are a number of ways that you could improve this. One potential way is to use pop-ups on your page to get them to take action or collect their information before they leave. Pop-ups help to capture the attention of your visitors by trying to keep them engaged. Some common pop-ups include exit pop-ups, welcome mats, and slide-ins. Another solution is a sticky navigation. This is a sticky section on one side of the screen that remains on screen even while users are scrolling down the page and presents a call to action to the visitor at all times. You're likely to have experienced floating social media icons on many blogs. One more solution is to use prominent colors to make your calls to action obvious and stand out on the screen. This ensures that it catches the eye of the visitors, increasing the likelihood of a click-through. You can also include a chat box or chat bot to allow conversations to help answer queries quickly, which can help increase user engagement. However, do take note that this solution can be costly. A chat box will require low upfront cost, but you will need to have a dedicated resource to help follow up with the support, whereas a chat bot will require higher upfront cost to set up, but it will require less cost thereafter. So generally, if you want to implement this solution, I would recommend you the chat bots for pages that are higher up the funnel and chat boxes for pages that are lower down the funnel. This list of solutions is not exhaustive, but it helps provide a good starting point. Let's take, for example, a checkout page. This page is intended for people who have decided that they want to make a purchase and they will want to fill in their details to finalize the purchase. If the report shows you that this checkout page has a high exit rate, that could mean that your page is not optimized for the best user experience. Perhaps the form is too tedious or too complicated, that people decided that they'd rather not make the purchase. Making changes here can help you to improve on that. Another issue that you might face is having a poor average time on the page. This means that people are spending less time on your page. When you're analyzing the issue, you first need to determine if having a low average time is a good thing or a bad thing. If you're looking at a product listing page, having a low average time might be good news, especially if your exit rate and bounce rate is also low. It can mean that people are able to quickly find your product, click on them, and move on to the next page. However, if you're a publisher or are posting long-form content on your page, then a low average time is bad, as it means that people are leaving before reading your content. So what could be causing a poor average time on page? The page may have insufficient content or may not be engaging enough. For product listing pages, if you find that your average time is bad, this could be due to your product filter and search function not functioning well. Or you could be posting insufficient information about the product upfront, which inhibits people from making quick decisions. What can you do to potentially solve these problems? From a content perspective, you can consider improving the content as a solution. Work on the quality and volume of the page content, exclude your poor and irrelevant content, and rearrange the flow of the content. When you have a long-form article, you can provide your content in additional formats such as video, infographics, or even an ebook download. This can help you engage with your visitors and can potentially help you to generate more backlinks for SEO purposes. Lastly, you may also include a checkbox on pages that are lower down your funnel to help visitors answer queries and drive sales. Again, these solutions are not exhaustive, but it can be a starting point for optimizing your website and improving on these problems. We've come to the end of Learning Unit 7, where we explored the behavior reporting section, starting by analyzing the overview reports, the site content reports, site speed reports, and finally, how you can improve your user experience. In the next lesson, we will be looking at Learning Unit 8, where you can measure your campaigns and conversions. I'll see you there.